D, D, and C minus. No, I'm not reading out my report grades from high school. That is what these three major publications graded the Los Angeles Lakers off-season. And the reason for this was pretty simple. A team with—
I mean, they did draft Lebron James right and pick up a rookie head coach. I mean, call me crazy, but any team that has Bronny James on their roster has to be a worse team because of it, right? What's up, y'all, man? Got another video for y'all. I just wanted to be a little bit more positive on this one. So we're gonna talk about some of the good that the Lakers do. You know, I've been getting on LeBron a little too much for the last couple of days. So we're gonna talk a little bit of the positives. And one of the biggest positives they had is clearly this dude Dalton Knecht, man. Dalton Knecht is a beast. But I got this video right here. This dude is called Six Man. He did a little video on Dalton Knecht, so we're gonna watch this, man. I'm gonna chime in, but before I do, make sure y'all please do subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe right now, click that button, and then make sure you go ahead and like this video. And if you're feeling it, or if you don't even agree with what I gotta say, make sure you hit that comment section. Let me know, and man, we can go about it. We can debate about it back and forth in the comment section all day long, man. I'm gonna get it started, and let's go.
With LeBron James and Anthony Davis didn't make any win-now moves. Well, so they thought. Because what a lot of people didn't consider with the Lakers offseason was the draft, and how they picked up one of the most NBA-ready players in the entire draft with the 17th overall pick. And
I always say, man, one thing the Lakers can do is draft some talent. They definitely do. As far as those win-now moves are concerned, good. I'm glad they didn't do that shit. What the hell did they need to do? Mortgage everybody to pick up a third star again and let him turn out to be Russell Westbrook again? The only win now move the Lakers need to do is get rid of LeBron. But you know what? I'm going to be positive on this video, so let me continue.
well, Dalton Knecht isn't just NBA ready, he might already be one of the best shooters in the entire NBA.
Knecht will try again and hit again. Knecht.
I know that sounds like a big claim, but over the last 3 games, Dalton Knecht has made
Yo, this dude's jumper is cold. It's smooth, man. He has a high arc to it. Know what I'm saying? He sets his feet every time. What I think I really like about his game is that, and what I like about Knecht is that he's just NBA ready now. This is what you gotta respect about the Lakers drafting strategy. They tend to get older players in the draft, 22, 23 years old. I tell people all the time, man, back in the day, the drafting was better because these players got to spend more time in college. The one and done, bro, honestly, it's just so much of a dice roll for too many NBA teams. When you had, like, you know, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and Jordan, like, they spent time winning championships before they just jumped into the NBA. They had to get a specific level of pedigree to their belt, and their frames were being built while they were in college. That's why they was able to come into the league and immediately make an impact on a team. And when you can come in and immediately impact a team, especially a team looking to win a championship, like, it just makes it 100 times more worth it. I would always advise to just, you know, letting players stay longer in college, but I know, you know, the world is about money. It's a business decision. So the fact that, like, you know, colleges are even making it to where these players can get paid, honestly, I think that's good for the players, and it could be good. Well, it could be good for the players, and it could be good for the league.
12 of his last 19 threes. And some might think this is a fluke, but this is just who he is. Okay, he's not going to shoot 65% from 3 for his career, but this is someone who averaged 22 points per game.
He doesn't spend too much time with the basketball in his hand, man. He dribbles, goes, and shoots, passes out, or he just shoots without the ball in his hand. That's what you want from a 2 guard. That's exactly what you're looking for.
on 40% from 3 in college last season. This is the same guy who scored 20 of the Lakers' last 22 points in their final game of preseason, going on an absolute heater, and now that he's finally getting minutes and even starts, well, he looks like a walking 20 points a night. That's not a coincidence, and it's because not only is he a lights-out shooter, but he can score from all 3 levels. But before we talk about any of
all 3 levels, bro. But honestly, man, this dude, what I like about Knecht is that I think they say he's 6'6". He could be taller. But his frame to me, bro, he's just ready to go right now. Like, the dude is clearly, he has that NBA weight on him. He's clearly been in the weight room lifting, building the muscles that you need to be able to shoot, especially as far away as the three-point line is in the league. Know what I'm saying? He's like between 6'6" and 6'8". Honestly, and I'm not trying to compare him to this dude, but his frame, like body style wise, he look like Kobe, man. He has like the long arms, he has the build, the strength that you would need, the endurance, bro. I think he's really gonna be a solid piece for the Lakers, especially when Brown retires. This guy, and I know it's his rookie season, but like I said, what I really like is that they get older rookies, bro. Reeves was on the same type of time. If you're the Lakers, if you're their drafting and scouting department, you gotta have a big old cigar in your hands right now. You gotta be looking like Red Auerbach, just smoking a cigar and talking shit. You gotta be. When you draft somebody like this dude, honestly, I don't like to put too much into it. I get it. It's the first half of the season. But from what I've seen already, what you see in Summer League, what you see in preseason and now, bro, he has a potential to be a player that gives you like somewhere between 20 and 25 points a game. He has that potential in him. He could honestly probably give you more. He could probably give you close to 30, but I'm not going to put all that on him. I'm not going to sit here and just tell y'all he's for sure a bona fide superstar. But from what I see already, I like what I see. And I think if he has that mindset and he has that hustle to him, man, he can give you 20 points this year if the Lakers didn't already have so many scores or so many weapons. I would say he would already give you 20 points this year, but they already have so much talent on this team. Kudos to the scouting department.
That. It's the shooting which the Lakers have absolutely needed. And the reason he's such a great shooter is because he can adjust to how the defense is playing him. Look here as Rui is in position to set the screen to free him up. The Grizzlies close out aggressively, so he gives it up before getting it back and then firing. Or how about on...
That's a smart play for a rookie. Just an incredible play for a rookie to do something like that. Kudos for Rui, dude, for setting that screen, man. Now they try to run this offense like they the damn Golden State Warriors or something.
This play where he comes to the ball for a quick handoff with Reeves, and the hope is that gives Reeves an angle to drive downhill, but Laravia does a good job preventing that. However, with Pippen Jr. helping over, Knecht is able to get free for the 3. And then you have the added advantage of playing for a coach who just knows how to get his players free. Look at this play where you have D'Lo inbounding the ball, and it looks like Knecht is setting a screen for AD to get the lob, but both Pels defenders are drawn to AD, so Knecht moves out of the screen to get free for the corner 3. This is what great shooters do. It's not just...
One of the benefits that Dalton Knecht has that a lot of players won't in his situation is just the ability to have a coach like JJ Redick, who also was a sharpshooter. I don't want to compare him again. It's his rookie year, but he looks like he's going to be like a Klay Thompson type of player. Somewhere between like a Klay Thompson or a Kyle Korver's ilk, maybe even Ray Allen. Ray Allen had, for sure, he had a bag. But notice, Knecht don't really dribble like that. Like, he catch and shoots. He's catch and shoots. He's catch and shoots. He's built his legs and his frame up to where he can just catch the ball and shoot. Now, the defense is going to eventually counter that. Once they actually start scouting this dude, they're going to try to get to where his spot is, where they expect him to want to shoot the ball, right? Because they're going to watch all this footage. And he has somebody like JJ Redick who can teach him to maneuver. Once that happens, once the defense makes the adjustment, he has a coach like JJ Redick that can teach him how to get through the adjustment and still get his shot off. And I think, honestly, a lot of players don't have that type of position. So he can consider himself lucky to have someone like JJ Redick, and which I will admit, so far in the season, is a better coach than even I thought he would be. I'm not going to say I thought he would be a trash coach, because I said I think he could be a good coach. I just think it didn't matter because the organization constantly said they wanted a veteran coach and then went out and got a rookie, which made no sense. But so far, he's living up to some of the hype that they've given him. His biggest issue, though, is La Dinosaur and Cowtown to all of his needs.
Just about coming off screens and hitting threes, but it's about finding different ways to make the defense make mistakes and then capitalizing on that. Now, another thing about Dalton's shooting that really stands out is how quick his releases. It feels like everyone in the NBA can knock down a decent number of catch and shoot threes when they have time to set their feet, get the ball in the right place, and shoot. But when you are the best shooter on your team, you don't get the time to do all of that. You have to catch and fire, and Dalton does this so well. It also helps that he's capable of putting the ball on the floor and getting to the rim or getting to his spot in the mid-range. So
Notice how he shoots in the mid-range too, man. Notice, just like a true shooting guard, like he has the potential to be a player that can get his shot off anywhere on the floor. Whether it's under the basket, whether it's a mid-range, whether it's a floater, whether it's a step back, whether it's just a three, a wide open catch and shoot three, whatever basically the offense needs, he's going to play like an old school shooting guard and just get his shot. He's going to move off of screens, get open, shoot. And like I said, he has the body for it, bro. He has the frame. He's built already.
The defenders can't close out on him too aggressively, and he knows this, so he just takes advantage of whatever the defense is doing, which is pretty much what LeBron said about him as well. He's been a pro for...
Eventually, you see how open he was for those shots? Eventually, they're not going to let him be that open. They're going to shut him down, and it'll be interesting to see how he adjusts to that. But like I said, he has the coach that can help him, guide him through those tough times when they come.
For a while. I talked about it last year, so it's no surprise to me. He's shooting, his finishes, he can get it off versus anybody. He's 6'8", 6'9", and he's got a quick trigger, so it doesn't take long for him to get them.
Again, he's supposed to be 6'6". Bron said he's 6'8", 6'9". I'd have to see them stand next to each other to see if that's true or not. Even if he was, though, that would be even better for him. But one thing that you get with him that the Lakers just haven't had before, like when they had Reeves, like they have Reeves, but when they picked up Reeves is like clearly like 6'4", 6'5". You know what I'm saying? To have somebody at 6'6", between 6'6" and 6'8", and has an already NBA ready frame, like that puts you in a whole different conversation as far as what your future looks like. Post LeBron, I already think that it could be a okay future. You know what I'm saying? Because if you go get another free agent or whatever you parlay it into, you already have a lot of talent around your team. But having Dalton Knecht, bro, if he fully develops into an all-star level player, which he has the potential to be, like I said, 20 to 25 points per game, he could probably get it to you. If he does turn into one of those players, then you're talking about like an all-star player paired next to Anthony Davis and somebody with some height to him.
them up. He's sneaky athletic as well. Oh yeah, you know when a white guy is being called sneaky athletic on top of being a lights out shooter, they're going to be good. And this is the difference between Dalton and other quote unquote shooters in the NBA is he's got size, he's got length, and he's got the athleticism to put the ball on the floor and really take advantage of closeouts. Like here where he gets the
It's crazy, man. This dude is really athletic. He's really getting up there, dude. Man, kudos to the Lakers organization for that one, man.
ball off the AD screen, and what he does really well is the fake handoff with D'Angelo Russell, which freezes the Pels defender, and at that point he's able to go downhill and get to the rim. He's also capable of putting the ball on the floor and hitting pull-up middies or even fadeaways if the defense is overplaying him. As of right now, his main role will be knocking down threes and continuing to make really smart and timely cuts, which he...
See, the problem is it's looking too easy. They leaving him open because he's a rook. I guarantee you this will not continue. I know the NBA's defense ain't what it used to be, but they're not going to continue to allow this man to be this wide open.
Doing, but as time goes on, don't be surprised when he starts cooking in the mid-range, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if AD or LeBron were to miss a game, which hopefully doesn't happen. I could see Dalton assuming a lot more scoring responsibility and being asked to self-create, because out of everyone on this roster, he's got the most untapped upside. But even if he were to not improve or not show any of that extra part of his game that we know is there, this version of Dalton Knecht right now is still crazy impactful for the Lakers. So far this season, with Knecht on the floor, the Lakers have had a 125 offensive rating, which would be good for first and by a long...
What? 125 points on offensive rating with Knecht and 114 without. A 11 point difference. This is exactly why I don't give a damn about these stats that these people be talking about, man. Like, come on, bro. It sounds good, but that's just like that whole LeBron shit. With LeBron on the court, the Lakers are plus 100. Without him on the court, they're minus 350. They always say stuff like that, man. And honestly, until it actually happens, I doubt that they can get to first and be 125 and Knecht started playing. Again, once the defense actually makes adjustments, that's just not going to be the case. Those type of stats to me are just basically irrelevant and meaningless.
With him off the floor, that drops to 114, which is closer to middle of the pack. And the defense, well, the defense is around the same. And obviously,
defensively speaking, y'all, Dalton Knecht, defense is basically 90% mental. When you have a athleticism, right? When you're athletic, he has a long wingspan. You can see that. He's pretty tall, right? As long as his lateral movements are solid, Dalton Knecht could be a great defender. Am I saying he's going to be the next Drew Holiday or Alex Caruso? Probably not. But he could if he wanted to be. Defense is really just a mindset, man. You have to buy into it. It's situational sometimes. You have lockdown defenders or people who they call great defenders like Rudy Gobert. But you have great defenders like Draymond Green or Alex Caruso, for example, or Bruce Brown. But then you have situational defenders, people like Steph Curry, who in the right situation is going to do what he can to, play great defense and stop his man from scoring. This dude, I think, has the potential to be a good and actually good defender all around. So if he has the right mindset, if he puts his mind into it, and if he practices, he can improve his defense this year. Like, by the end of the season, I guarantee you're going to see a better defensive effort by Dalton Knecht in his rookie year. He's, what are we, 12 games in, 14 games in? Let him play all 82, man. And he's going to realize just how big of a piece and an asset he is to his team, because it looks like JJ's just going to start giving him a lot of burn. And watch his defense improve, which therefore is going to improve the team. The only person that you really have to worry about defensively is going to be LeBron, because he's still going to let you play 4-on-5 while he on the other side of the court complaining to the refs.
Obviously, this is a small sample size, and I don't think you can use these metrics to solely determine a player's value, but on a smaller scale, this makes sense. Sure, Dalton isn't a great defender, but he's not so bad to the point where the Lakers can't defend with him on the floor, but the added shooting and the added scoring he gives this team is so much more valuable than any of the points he's giving up on the other end of.
Bro, like I said, he's an athletic 6'6" shooting guard. He's gonna play some damn defense, bro. They gonna make him learn how to play defense, alright? We're not gonna have to worry about him not being a defender for too long.
Of the floor. And we should mention his defense, because like most rookies, heck, like most players in the NBA, he isn't perfect, and if there's one issue in his game at the moment, it is his defense. The good thing is at 6'6",
like he said,
with length and athleticism, he has the tools to be a good defender, but this is what happens when you're a rookie playing on a team looking to compete for a championship and playing along.
See, that's exactly what I just said. He has the tools, bro. Look at his frame. See, Reeves, for example, he can be a solid defender, like, situationally, but he don't really have the tools or the height to just be some lockdown. Neither does D'Angelo Russell, because they're not really considered athletic guards, get me? But Knecht is an athletic guard, and it's just clear as day. Like, you could just look at his frame, like, he's an athletic guard, bro. He's going to play defense. They're going to put him, that defensive coach they got over there in LA, he's going to be working with him nonstop this year.
Alongside more veteran players, your mistakes are going to be highlighted. They are going to stand out. No one cares when, let's say, Brandon Miller or Grady Dick makes a mistake defensively, because they aren't playing on teams expected to contend. Dalton Knecht, on the other hand, is, and that's not an excuse, that's just the reality. Now, I think the Lakers will be fine during the regular season, even if he continues to struggle defensively, but we all know making rookie mistakes on defense during the playoffs just can't happen. And that's all Dalton needs to focus on over the rest of the season. Eliminate those rookie mistakes defensively from his game and continue to get comfortable guarding NBA level players, and not only could he be in the playoff rotation, but he could become a legitimate starter for this team. And one thing,
again, I think you really have to use very hard quotation marks when you say rookie, because he's not what you consider a typical NBA rookie. Dude, Magic Johnson won a championship his rookie season. He was the best player on the last game and won Finals MVP as a rookie. Larry Bird was ready to go as a rookie. Michael Jordan was ready to go. Am I calling him Magic, Michael, or Larry Bird? Absolutely not. But what I'm saying is, when you spend more time in college, you pretty much come in NBA ready. If you're 23, I think Dalton Knecht's 23 right now. So if you're watching this video and you're around the age of 23 years old, right? Go back in your mind and remember back when you were 18 and 19. Now, do you even look the same way that you looked when you was 18 and 19? Are you as skinny as you was? Know what I'm saying? Did you pick up some weight? I know I did. But it's growth. Your body's going to grow because you're not done developing. Know what I'm saying? And then you're going to gain weight because you're not in high school no more. You're not walking all over the place, most likely. And then you're going to eat more. Like, I think I gained like 25 pounds from the time that I was in high school as a senior to the time where I was 23 years old. Dalton Knecht is already built to be NBA ready because he spent all that time in college. So I don't think that like the whole, can he play defense, can he do this or that? He's going to have to adjust to the style of defense they play in the league. But I don't necessarily think that he won't be able to figure it out, or that it's even something that's going to take years to master. He should be able to figure it out somewhere between his season as long as he's getting enough burn.
that stood out to me over the last few days was what Anthony Davis had to say about him. Every time he shoots the ball, we think it's going to go in. That's why we get so frustrated and upset when he doesn't shoot. He's a great player. That right there is key.
That's exactly what a leader says right there, man. Kudos to AD, man, for giving this dude the confidence that he needs to be able to continue to shoot and play the game. Kudos to AD for saying something like that. That's exactly what you want to hear from the best player on your team. He's giving you that confidence that you need to go out there and continue to shoot even when you're having bad shooting nights and bad shooting quarters.
The trust is there, and that means when Dalton has these great shooting nights like he's had the last 3 games, the Lakers will be rewarded, but when he goes through a shooting slump like every great shooter, they aren't going to suddenly stop passing him the ball or stop expecting him to shoot. Regardless of his percentages on a game-to-game basis, his role will not change, and that is...
Look, I tell people not to just look at highlights, man. Go watch the game so you can get a real feel for what you're looking at. But man, this dude Knecht's shot is nice. It's high arcing. He sets his feet. He jumps straight vertically, right? When he releases, he releases at the top of the arc. I will say this. I still think it needs to be faster because he's like a spot up shooter and shoots off the pass. I still think it should be a little faster. If it was a little bit faster, I would be more, down with it. But even right now, like his form and everything is graceful. If you notice, almost every shot is just an automatic swish. It's not even clanking off the side of the backboard. What a good pickup for the Lakers, man. Kudos. And this dude, Dalton Knecht, looks like he could be a potential 20 to 25 point per game player.
Is huge for a shooter, particularly a young shooter, and it makes sense because this is exactly the kind of shooting that the Lakers have been crying out for years, and for them to get it in the draft, that is huge, because not only is he young, but he's on such a team-friendly contract that this level of production isn't what you would otherwise be able to get in free agency.
I'm sorry, look, 23 is young for sure, but it ain't that damn young. All right, he's not 19. It is young though. Don't get me wrong. You hit your peak around 26, 27 is when they start stepping to their prime. But he ain't that damn young. Come on now.
Now, if you made it all the way to the end of the video and want to see more content like this, consider subscribing. It's free. Dropping a like on the video would be cool. Most importantly.
So man, that's it on this video, man. Honestly, I'm excited. I think the Lakers got to steal. You got to be smoking that cigar right now if you're part of the scouting department. You got to be sitting back like Red Auerbach was on Winning Time, talking your shit like a big dog. The Lakers never cease to amaze me. This is why when we have these debates about Bron, I let y'all know the Lakers have a top 4 to top 5 talented team. They've always had it. Ever since they got rid of Westbrook, they had one of the most top talented teams in the league. So when they don't win, this is why we hold LeBron accountable. Y'all swear he's the leader and the best player in the team. That's what y'all say. Well, why are y'all the 7th seed? Why are we the 10th seed? Look at all this talent, bro. How many teams in the league got players of D'Angelo Russell's ilk, of Austin Reeves' ilk, and are drafting players like Dalton Knecht? Dang near every single offseason, they got another weapon. Come on, bro. That's all I'm saying. Let's put some respect on the drafting and scouting team and their ability. I still think that the Lakers ran by a bunch of clowns. GD Buss and them, they run this thing like a clown show. They need to step up. They need to do better. They need to make smarter decisions. You got a team that could really win the big one if you made some adjustments with the leadership of this team. Then you really talking about winning the big one. Dalton Knecht, though, kudos to this young man. Kudos to the work that he's put in. And I'm excited to see how he develops throughout this season because I know the defense is finna step up on him. But like I said, he has the ability to counter that. He has the coach that he needs. And honestly, I think his defense is going to get a lot better before the playoffs even hit, because that's basically what it is for most older rookies. Shout out to Six Man. Know what I'm saying? This is a heck of a video. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Make sure you please subscribe to the channel. Like, comment. I'm going to keep pushing this content out for y'all. And we up out of here.